Now this, I think I want to mention the sense of sort of sense of concern of others' well-being. There are two levels. One level, almost biological factor. So that is your friend or someone very positive towards you. Then some kind of sense of concern usually comes. That animal also have biological factor. Because for your survival, they need cigarette. Like for children's survival, need mother. Mother sort of, I think biologically, you should take special care about children. That kind of compassion is very much mixed with attachment. So, attachment we consider something destructive because too much attachment. With that, hate also come together. Today, very much about the love, and including sexual love. And after a few days, a few months, few years, opposite, hate. So that's not come from training, biological factor. And also very much mixed with attachment. So that's not good. Now, genuine sort of compassion is irrespective of the other's attitude towards you. For example, oneself loves oneself. Not the reason I'm very kind to myself. No. I want happy life. I don't want to suffer. So on that basis, you develop sense of concern of yourself. So the limitless-centered being, everyone wants happy life, do not want suffering. On that level, develop sense of concern, regardless their attitude towards you. So that is genuine sort of compassion which we are talking. The first compassion, biologically developed, spontaneous. Second level of compassion through training. Animal cannot do. So training means use our intelligence. Thinking, pros and cons, pros and cons. That kind of compassionate sort of attitude. What value? Tremendous benefit to yourself. And that immediately brings peaceful mind. That brings healthy body. And also, you see, I wrote, you see, that also, you see, bring more smile. Smile bring more friend. That not friend of money, not friend of power, and in some extent, not friend of knowledge. Professor. Some professors you have more friend because of that person is a great professor. So like that, you see, that kind of compassion not depend on their attitude. Therefore, your enemy also, you see, really deserve our compassion. They also want happiness, don't want suffering. And particularly, you see, enemy side, you may have additional reason they are committing some negative work, negative karma. So you have some special, more you understand the negativeness or harmfulness about anger, hatred, suspicion, then your enemy You see, actually, deliberately, because of the practice these things, or just let come these things. So there is sufficient reason to feel sense of concern. So that kind of compassion, not by biological factor, but through training, use our intelligence. So that is what we used to call analytical meditation. Think. So that brings immense benefit because, on the other hand, self-centered attitude is the key sort of factor to develop fear, anger, hatred, all these negative sort of emotions, very much based on self-centered sort of attitude, me, like that. So therefore, say, analyze what is valuable, what is harmful, and then through that way, you see, you deliberately make closer this positive emotion. Then familiarize, as I think you know, the tujungshiro, samjungshiro, kumjungshiro.
So it's like the wisdom and the knowledge comes from learning or hearing, then from reflecting in depth, and finally from integrating to practice and meditation or sort of experience, integrating in one's mind stream.
So first level, just knowledge, not much effect. And also may change. Someone else says something different. Then you may feel, oh, that may be true. The second level, you yourself seriously analyze these things. So you develop some kind of conviction. Then someone say, this is wrong. Then whether you respond or not, in your mind feel, oh, no, he's wrong. He or her, he or her, wrong. I analyze. So, number one reason, number two reason, A, B, C, D, like that. So that's the conviction. That conviction then brings third level of knowledge or awareness. That's familiarize. Then you see, real feeling develop. So analytical meditation is very, very essential. Like that. The previous compassion is biased. The second level compassion is unbiased. Also, I think there is differences. The genuine compassion must combine with awareness or shirocha.
Kind of wisdom or awareness or discriminating discernment.
So, shirocha taught the jebe tane, tabena dunge tone, atsi ta kanda dunge de mena sabe nyingji tsam seshtoa. Ta dine dunge di juk kala jane chunga, di samdane. Dunge di deruin ba tongne, ta dunge di le tartu bachi yugi la dunge ki shangwane chindebe di, ta mikse ga nyingji jashtoa. So, as shung naraliya, jande ki nyingji da, gyomdo ki nyingji satire.
So within the compassion, there's one aspect of compassion where you see someone suffering and feel sorry for that. And on the other hand, you also see someone suffering, but you also see the fact that that suffering can be overcome. And while it is something that can be overcome, I mean, the person is still suffering, and you feel
Cause analyze.
And so you analyze that suffering comes from causes and conditions, and that can be overcome. And there is then the sense of wanting to free the person from that kind of suffering. So mere suffering, and then there's this sense of wanting
mere wish to overcome suffering, without knowing the real sorrow, the possibility to overcome suffering. So that's more or less wishful thinking. Then another, you see that cause of that suffering can overcome. Right?
No,
Can be overcome. Then, you see, you develop some kind of serious sense of concern of their suffering. I think oneself, already you know the causes of that physical illness. Then there is a real possibility to eliminate that cause. Then the more desire, take medicine or exercise these things. The illness cannot cure. Then, although you have some wish, but not much enthusiasm. Similar, like that. So, wisdom side is very, very important. Very important. So, as far as Buddhism is concerned, I think emphasis more on wisdom side.
On the intellectual reasoning side.
Understanding.
Understanding, yeah.
야라데다 탐제네 덤베 시럽 탄도 송샤도와 야라데다 탐제네 덤베 닝지 탄도 송도 쪽으로 이래 송문도가.
So in the Bodhisattva Charyavatara it says all these other branches of teachings were given by the Buddha, taught by the Buddha in order to develop wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Now,
Logically, you should take special care about children. That kind of compassion is very much mixed with attachment. Very positive towards you. Then some kind of sense of concern usually come. That animal also have biological factor. Because for your survival, they... Nowadays, I think I want to mention the sense of sense of concern. They need cigarette. Like for children's survival, need mother. Mother's I think, of others' well-being. There are two levels. One level, almost biological factor. So that is your friend or someone